Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Community Pulse. And today we're going to focus on our community change makers, our community heroes who are making a difference here in Rocky Hill and across the state of Connecticut. And I'm so excited to introduce you to Nazim Salihu,
Noli,
who goes by the nickname Noli. Many of you may recognize him because he has his own public access TV show. He's also a local business owner, a very favorite hairstylist of many folks around the state of Connecticut. And so, Noli, welcome, and thank you for spending a little time with us and kind of sharing your mission and your passions and what it is you're doing for the community.
actually, I'm so honored to be very close to you because I know you so many years, and then besides that, I'm very jealous because you took my position.
Yes.
You're hosting today,
Yes.
and then it's my job, so I will forgive you today for
you.
these things.
Thank you.
And then I'm very happy to be in Rocky Hill Community TV to share with you guys, with all the United States people, our Albanian culture, tradition, people who they are very hard worker, and our people, they start to come to United States for so many years, probably 1 century. The biggest number who came to United States was in 1999 during Kosovo War. So yeah, I'm so happy to be with you here and then to share good things with you. And then it's a very grateful to be somebody to interview me, to see, you know.
Yeah. So tell us how you got started in with your hair salon, first of all.
Oh, actually, I moved to Connecticut in 2008, and then we used to live. We are as a refugee in Minneapolis, Minnesota, for 8 years. And after then, I decided to come very close to in East Coast because of for travel. It's very nice to be going to Europe often because we have still family. So I end up here, and then I opened my salon in 2008 right away, and I started working, and then I'm getting to know these great people, and then day by day, and then I have people been visiting me from Channel 3, and I start doing the hair at the Channel 3 with people, and then that's the way it starts. And then
Was this your career in Kosovo?
yeah, my career in Kosovo was haircutting,
Okay.
and after haircutting, all the time was my love to the TV. Actually, during 1999, in the they called refugee camp in Stankovic, we did work. Actually, I did work with some journalist guys, and I was feeling there. I said, "Oh my goodness, this is a kind of very nice stuff to do in the future." And then it was my passion, my love, you know, television. And then looks like everything was following me. And then as soon as I came here and I started, and I was talking to people in Channel 3, and I said, "Oh my goodness," I was seeing all the time those hosts, how they talking, and then how doing. I said, "Oh my goodness, can someday it's going to become in one day where I can start bringing my people, represent to the United States the culture, tradition, our successful people." And then that's happened. And then, believe me, that day when I met Michael O'Toole, actually, he's been coming to my salon for a long time, and I said, "Listen, it's my love, my passion to do something," because I start already doing with a pre-recording show. I was bringing people, successful people all over. I was doing through, you know, like a Facebook, OBS Studio, those kind of things. And then when I told Mike, I said, "Listen, this is my passion, my love." He says, "Sure, it's no problem." Since then, I start doing the shows, and I start bringing members, all kind of members from Albanian community. Actually, we have a big community called like a Panvatra. Panvatra is the biggest society. And then we have actually 1,200 members in the board. So then all the time I bring those people, and then we have a daily newspaper, actually monthly newspaper called Daily. It's whatever people they work in, whatever they do in their success, our success. It's everything it's going to those newspaper, and then people, they tracking, how successful. So everything we have an American, like a program too, and then we report everything, whatever it's going on our community, and it's going very well, and that's since then I'm here, and then as soon as I come to this door, I walk up inside, and then I said, oh my goodness, as soon as I sit on this table, it looks like when you're sitting in a boat.
Yes.
And you say, oh, now I'm feeling so cool.
Yes.
We have to present something.
Yeah.
We present a lot of stuff. And then it's one thing, it's bad, because we didn't find yet person who can do the translation with the subtitles. Mm-hmm. We are working with Michael. Someday we'll have those too. And
okay. Well, maybe someone in our community who's listening might be able to help you figure out the translation component. So if we have anybody out there in the community who's interested in helping Noli, that's wonderful. What I'm so inspired by is your passion and your desire to sort of give back to your community. And doing so, you're sort of creating this sense of space and also opportunity, not only for the Albanian community, but for others to get involved and participate in, your culture, your heritage. And I think that's really what thriving municipalities need. They need all of the communities within the larger community to share experiences and to welcome others. And that's precisely what you're doing. And so I really want to thank you for bringing that to
You're
Rocky
welcome.
Hill.
One thing I know here in the United States, as soon as we arrived in 1999, they said to us, listen, families, here is the place, here's the opportunity. Mm-hmm. And then it was my opportunity, and it's my my dream to do, and then I'm going to do it. I'm not going to stop. It's very interesting. And then all the time when I see different community, they come in here to this studio and then sharing all kind of tradition stuff. Mm-hmm. It's something unbelievably great. So besides that, I heard this cable TV station goes to 70-something towns. Mm-hmm. And then I said, oh, why not to do it? So I have a lot of people who's watching us. They're saying, oh my goodness, we love your show. But besides that, they're saying, oh my God, it's kind of hard. We don't understand. Yeah. So the movement where you guys doing, the stuff where you bring, the pictures, the books, the things, he said, so interesting to watch you. I really appreciate if they, one of them person can come up and they say, hey, we will help him to do those kind of translation. It's gonna be so nice, because yeah. I'm hoping to bring more people to this studio. I'm not saying just Albanians, and then I deal with all kind of people. It's nice to show to the community, to show to all the world, because today's day, it's not just the TV is gonna watch us. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna watch us through Facebook, Instagram. Yeah. We have
YouTube everywhere. Yes.
So we have our Albanian TV, like a platform called TV Alb. Okay. And we have a Nimi TV in Kosovo too. So my platform, as soon as I put something, it goes to all over Tebal, it goes to all over Nimi TV. So people is watching us, our shows, and I want to say to Rocky Hill Community TV, they allow me to have these shows to transfer to the other places, because all over the world they see what we're doing. Mm-hmm. So.
And I'm sure they have a great sense of pride back home to see your accomplishments and to see that, you're sharing what you're doing. And so what types of, first of all, when is the show?
Actually, the show, thank you very much. This is a very great question. I'm trying to bring people almost like every Thursday if I can. And then I'm trying to bring like an evening, and then it's good because the people working. Mm. So, however, then with some Albanian people, we are kind of far distance from here to New York, or they having problems sometimes to come over here, but people with a very passion, with a very love, they want to share. Believe me, I have people that traveling 3 hours, 4 hours to the show here, just to come to the to Rocky Hill Community TV, to show the whole Albanians, the whole world, wherever they do. And it's great, because it's nice to share the success.
Yeah. And so are you highlighting, what do you highlight, sort of businesses and artists?
No, actually, I'm a journalist for Associated Press International. I'm doing for art and culture.
I like that.
Most of them, I'm art and culture and people's success.
Yes.
That's we're doing more because it's my segment to do it for the show.
I like that, and it sort of ties into your creativeness and.
Most of my show is like a nonprofit organization because I'm doing all kind of things, all volunteer, and then it's good. So commercial, I don't have a start yet because probably I need more, like a budget or whatever if I want to start. I mean, I'm very cool with this. I'm very, very fine with this stuff what I'm doing right now. So.
And so folks can turn into public access TV. Does it run certain days or times, or it just sort of loops through public access? How can they find you on the channel?
It's very easy to find me, so they can go to Facebook Noli Show.
Okay.
People find me Noli Show as soon as they put a Noli Show, they'll find me. So it's very easy for right now, just only Facebook, and then Rock Hill Community TV, because we are here. They can watch Rock Hill Community TV. As soon as they watch it set on YouTube, they'll see us wherever we are here, and then it's great stuff to see it.
Well, thank you. I want to thank you so much for what you're doing, and we're so proud of you, and we're so proud to have you in our neighborhood. And
thank you very much. I'm so happy to be very close to the mayor. It's something else. It's going good. So
we're proud to be close to you.
You too.
Thank you, Noli. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back. And I want to continue with our community conversations and introduce you to Richie Pawlich-Pagliccio, who is a member of the Wethersfield Rocky Hill Elks, Lodge 2308. And each year, the Elks, under Richie's leadership and guidance, produces this incredible drug awareness and suicide prevention program for our community. And the annual event is coming up, and Rich is here to give us a little bit of information about that and sort of maybe a little background and how you came to be involved in this. So thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Drug awareness is one of the biggest programs for Elks Lodges throughout the United States. We've been holding this in Rocky Hill on and off for 15 years, but mostly consecutively about the last 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
As everybody knows, unfortunately, the drug program, drug abuse throughout the United States is at a very high level. Now, you don't hear too much about heroin anymore because for some reason, the younger people went to fentanyl, which is very deadly. Neither one of them are any good, but fentanyl, you don't get much of a chance. If you make a little mistake and you take too much, it's usually fatal, unless you have somebody next to you with Narcan. But again, it's one of the biggest, probably is the biggest program throughout the United States of any Elks Lodge. So our Wethersfield Rock Hill Elks Lodge 2308, in partnership with the Central Connecticut Health District, is on Thursday, September 26th at 7 to 9 at the Rocky Hill Town Council Room. And we'll have a panel of experts. They're very well versed in this field, drug awareness and suicide prevention, and some of them in both fields, but mostly one or the other. So we hope that everybody shows up. We realize that people don't want to face, the fact that their son or their daughter or a loved one is addicted to drugs, but we're here to help you. And, nobody's going to be stigmatized. Everybody's welcome. I don't care if you come in high. That's even better. Maybe sometime, because we have recovery coaches that are on the panel, and they'll be able to help you. We also have an addict that's in recovery now for about 5 years, and her story is just unbelievable. She started out a star athlete in Cromwell, and she just got her law degree.
Wow.
Yeah. So she She's one of the great stories. So, if you want to put your mind to it, get the right help. It's not easy. I have a family member. He's been clean 9 years, thank God. So it's not easy. He did it on his own. In fact, if it sounds crazy, it's not. But fentanyl, a drug, cured him because he got so scared when he did fentanyl for the first time. It was almost fatal. So he says, no, that's enough for him.
And actually, at our public safety meeting the other night, one of the lieutenants was telling us that there's actually another drug out there that's even more potent than fentanyl, a new version of it that is starting to surface in Connecticut. So the crisis is very real. Yes. I serve on the governor's opioid settlement advisory committee, and we are responsible for taking all of those millions and millions of dollars that are coming in from the big pharma lawsuits and helping municipalities try to figure out what are the best ways to respond to the crisis. And we just happen to have a program that we funded recently that works specifically towards addressing stigma, like you mentioned, because stigma kills. Yes. Stigma keeps people isolated. Stigma isn't embarrassing, and it's not necessary. We're talking about mental health issues, yes, and people need help. And so I praise you and your Elks Club for bringing attention and awareness, and all of those who are willing to come and have an open conversation or just be in your presence, in the presence of recovery coaches, just to listen. It's so important. And you're right, if there are families or young adults out there who just don't know where to turn, this is a wonderful program full of resources and support systems. And so I want to really thank you for bringing that to our community.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you, Mayor, for telling me about this opportunity. And I want to thank the Rock Hill Community TV for all their help and for their help today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now we have with us Paul Pirrotta, another community change maker and community hero. He is the chair of the ItaliAmerica Festival, and it has become an annual festival here in Rocky Hill. And we're so honored to be the host town for this incredible event. And this year there is a lot of new things happening. First of all, it's 2 days, September 7th and 8th, from noon to 6 p.m. in Elmridge Park, but there's also a name change.
Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. Good to be here with you. First of all, I'd like to thank the mayor because she's also a member of our FESTA committee, a very important member, and she helps us a lot of guidance, so thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
This year, we decided to name the Italian-American Festa after Biagio Billy Ciaro and his wife Jean. And the reason we decided to pick those two individuals is because, at least in our estimation, they represent the best of Italian Americans in our society in terms of their involvement with community and the example that they and the family have given. So we are extremely pleased to be able to have the cooperation of the Ciotto family and the children, and we look forward to 2 days of events that, as Lisa was saying, we're going to be quite a bit of change from last year. First of all, we will have the heritage tent,
Nice.
Of course,
Nice.
but we're adding a number of other features, which will include a pasta making.
Yes.
And
Some people could participate.
absolutely,
Yeah.
they will be able to learn and make pasta. We're not going to cook it, by the way.
No,
We don't want
just
to.
make it. That's super
We don't
cool.
want to compete with our vendors, but in addition to that, we're going to also have a number of Italian flags for each of the regions and things of that nature.
Nice.
We are having bouncy houses
Yeah.
for the first time, which is, I'm sure, welcome news to the families who would like to participate. By the way, the admission is free.
That's a good point.
So
Yes.
let's make sure that people know that. The one item that we are making a change of is the parking. Because we're talking about a 2-day event and we have added a car show,
Yes.
we felt it was appropriate to park at the high school, and then a donor has donated 2 buses that will be utilized for the transportation. We will have handicapped parking available, obviously.
So handicap on site,
On site,
and then
yes.
shuttles back and forth
Exactly,
from the high school.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
we have most of the same vendors from last year. Casamia Group is coming. Salute, Mozzucato Modern Pastry is coming, and we have a number of new ventures, including Worcester Street Pizza is a new vendor. We got a couple of arts and crafts makers, and we have an author of children's books, which is also going to be participating. So I think we're going to be providing a comprehensive event that adults and children would like.
100%. It's going to be a wonderful experience to have this, to come and enjoy with families and friends. You have musicians and performers, and it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and that's we have a website, which perhaps you'll see on the screen. And on the website, you can find all information about our entertainment. We'll have entertainment both days from 12 to 6. We have already published and confirmed the individuals that are going to be performing. And we look forward to duplicating and expanding what was truly a great event.
Truly successful first
last year. So
yes.
we feel that this is a great opportunity for everybody, not just Italian Americans, but hopefully any member of the community can find a little bit of time to spend with their children and fun.
100%. And as we were talking with Noli earlier in his Albanian community, it's when we take the time, whether we're Italian Americans or from other, areas around the world, it's important to experience the cultures and the heritages of other people, right? Because when we share those experiences, that's what brings us together, creates strong communities. And we probably should thank our sponsors and donors, because without them, the festa would not go on.
Yes, and especially so, I will mention a few which are extremely important because without the help of the Indomenico family, Connecticut Mason, Marconi, Armani, and so forth, will contribute probably about 30% of the funds that we use for the festa. By the way, the funds are utilized to provide scholarships to senior high school members who are going on to college. And they have to be of Italian American descent. But other than that, I think we would accept from anybody. And we are, as Italian American Society, is a 501c3. So any donations that are made to our society, which are then used for the festa, will be tax exempt to the extent permitted by the law. So that's also a very important point. We are truly excited. We think, the day is coming so soon. We started 7 months ago, 8 months ago, as you know. And
Yes.
And here it is.
Yeah. Well, I want to congratulate you and the entire committee, because it is a big, big job putting something together like this just for one day, but to do it for the entire weekend is really a monumentous feat. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for bringing it to Rocky Hill, and we very much appreciate you.
It's a pleasure to be here again this year. It's a great honor to be able to work with you.
Thank you.
And hopefully it'll be something that will be continuing for several years to come.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you very much, Lee.
And that sums it up, folks. We have lots of community supporters here in Rocky Hill, lots of community heroes and change makers, and it's wonderful to see all of this coming together in this great town. So until next time, thank you.